So in this episode, it took me a minute to figure out what to call this one. There was a lot that went on early preseason. I probably only spent maybe a month off the property total from the end of last season in February until I got back onto it and started shed hunting, scouting, and thinking of ways to get after a deer this year for just 2022 season. With that, you know, it came with a lot of legwork. I had also conjured up some new ideas that I was going to put in some food plots on various properties that I knew they could work well with. Um, I was going to dive more into the property I've had permission to hunt for the last couple of years and try and expand my knowledge of it and how the deer move and maybe give myself a better opportunity to get another good buck down this year. Um, so I titled this episode "Hot Start" for a few reasons. So last year I killed my buck on October 4th, I believe, on a Monday. So I killed him early season. Never got to go out again because I moved to West Virginia. My brother got a couple deer down. His wife got a deer down. And that was kind of it for our season last year. Um, well, this year I noticed my brother put in a little more effort this year to try and get some deer on camera and stuff like that. But he's also full time busy with his farm, his kids, job, wife, church. So he's always busy. So when I say he put a little more work into it, it's not that he didn't put any work in last year. It's just he put more work into it than I was used to seeing. But so yeah, I mean this season it ended up being a really really hot start. Opening day, my brother killed one. I did not get anything within sight opening day. Next day I killed, and then 4 days later I killed again. And let's see here, maybe a week or two later, my girlfriend killed her first deer, her first buck. And then it kind of got a little slow for a few weeks, and then a couple of team members, Steven and Zach, they got down some does. So the season was rolling along really well for us here at Grindstone. And then it took a dry spell once the rut started. We were all seeing deer on cameras. We were seeing deer moving. We just couldn't get any shooters in the range. Couldn't see any shooters, or we were just there at the wrong time. It's normal. Mid-season struggles and stuff like that. But so this episode is mainly focused on that first portion of the season where my brother killed, I killed, somewhere in there. I don't know how well. I might try and have a second episode for Steven's hunt, mainly because it's going to take a lot of legwork to get that sucker capable to be on YouTube. I'm gonna have to have him email me some stuff for it, basically. But it is what it is. I'm kind of think I'm gonna give him his own episode. He's put in a lot of work. He's doing his own things and trying to help us do this. So I think his doe is a good enough video. Like I was very happy with him. I was very impressed with the video. Because like me, he has his GoPro on a stabilizer. So like for me to help him, yeah, I didn't really even help him. I just kind of like reinforced his belief and pumped him up when I seen the video of where his kill shot was. But it was very impressive that he was able to keep the bow stabilized enough, even with a little bit of vibration and shake from releasing, to get a picture or an idea where that arrow hit. Where in later episodes you'll see in my kill on my buck that you can't see it at all. You can hear it, but my hand just rolled and dropped so hard you couldn't see it. But so props to Steven for that. But with that, we're going to get on into this episode. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give us a share. Pass our name around. We're just some rednecks having fun and trying to teach some people what we know about hunting. So with that, let's get going.
And then I looked up and I'm like, oh, gotta get serious.
Well,
Oh.
good shot, Uncle Zach.
Oh,
Are you,
yeah?
Daddy?
Where's your blind at? Oh, right here. Okay.
That's
I
the
didn't
new
find
one.
blood right where I shot her. That's why I never found where I exactly where I
That's
shot
an
her.
arrow wooded up.
Don't yell, Candy. Somewhere in here, right in this area, there's blood. Where I shot her at. Where at? I don't know.
Right there.
Well, sometimes they won't bleed until they get a few yards away.
Yeah, I mean, she was hauling nail.
See? Stop right when you're there because
Couldn't really tell what the blood looked
There's
like on the arrow
blood.
because a lot of the grass wiped it off.
Blood
Looks good enough. Are you filming?
Yeah.
There's blood on it. That's good. There's blood this far apart.
She's bleeding out both sides.
So I don't want.
we noticed that
I
already.
don't want to walk right on the trail.
You hear that, Kikus? Don't walk right on the trail.
We can walk right to there.
Right to where?
Right to where my light's at. I tracked her that far and I stopped.
I hate tracking in grass like this.
My chickens made it grow crazy, Uncle Zach.
Oh, yeah?
They're crazy grow chickens.
The growed chicken?
They grow crazy grass.
She's got blood droplets which travel once they hit.
So, when are we gonna find the deer?
Here in a couple minutes.
Get the blood shot going.
All right.
With a grim reaper.
Well,
Where's your last blood up here?
blood.
I know it. It's pretty good. Right here.
When we
Spatter.
found the first blood,
All the way
it
over
was
there.
the wing to the other
She didn't fall in this, did she?
No, I don't think so. This is
Oh,
where
there's
it
some
stopped,
right
though.
there.
Got a wide blood trail. I mean, look how much he poured on that.
She's just dumped it right there.
Her babies took another 20 minutes to get out of the field. Yeah, it's fun. Those are fun. Oh yeah, it's like a 3 foot wide putt. Right there. Look, got bubbles in it. No, don't.
Good red blood.
Blood. You.
How long has it been? An hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
I learned that it's not
Don't
good.
yell, Candy.
I learned blood right there. He stepped on it. Blood. Blood there.
My boots are getting wet. She couldn't have gone very far.
When I drill them, I drill them.
That did not sound right.
There's blood everywhere.
She's leaking hard.
3 feet of her chest.
Look around.
There's blood right here.
You see her in her left or her right?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
the lung right there.
Lung blood.
Yep.
It is a bunch of blood on those leaves.
Where did she go in?
She's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Is that her butt I got on?
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. That Grim Reapers ain't no joke. Dude, that's what I use.
It's really dirty.
2 blades or 3?
After seeing that right there on the leaves like that, I knew she wasn't far.
2 blade or 3 blades?
She's leaking right here. She struggled to get up the hill.
I didn't think she made it out.
They normally don't get uphill well after they take one lung.
She rolled down the hill.
Yeah, let me see how far she got.
She rolled back down the hill.
She got right here. This is as far as she got, I think. Yeah, she got right here and then fell right down. The blood stops right here. All right, let's see you two muscle men pull her out. We shouldn't have brought so much beer.
She is so beautiful.
She's a big one too.
She is beautiful.
Right inside of a thorn bush. Perfect.
Never shot a deer on this property. I know it's thorn bush.
Oh, there's the head.
Yep. Good mature doe.
Yeah.
Come on, Magoos.
Finally, we found it. Now we can get away from this spooky area.
She wasn't a big. She was a first time mom.
Yeah, she's a good sized doe though.
Can I touch her?
This ain't nothing compared to the doe last year. Tick on her. What is it? Oh, it's a snail shell.
That's a snail.
Can I touch her?
So that's exit.
Flip her over.
And that's entry.
The entry hole's not that big.
No, because it opens on impact. She was walking. I didn't even stop her.
So you were aiming what, right here?
Yeah, right in this area.
Oh, she's
I
so
try not to shoot
Wait,
into
quartering?
No, broadside.
You tried what to shoot
Why?
into not what?
Super alert, because I mean I shot at her already.
She's so
She
nice.
getting ready to stomp at you?
No, she had no idea what came in. She ran 30, 40 yards away. Circled around the tree, come back, and what was that? She couldn't see the arrow because it was already up on the driveway. I didn't make a bunch of noise or movement. I just giggling to myself.
See, that's a blind you can get in easy in the mornings too, because it's that
Yeah.
close. I can't get in my blind in the mornings.
Yep, that's what she looks like.
Just gave Canby a shower.
Ew.
Ew.
That is gross, Uncle Zach.
What do you think, Keith?
That
That
is
is
on
a
my
wicked
finger.
exit wound. Yeah.
My G5s are supposed to make like holes like the size of a 50-cent piece.
Oh, ew.
You want to know the cool thing? They cut right through a rib bone.
Ew.
Oh, no shit.
Right through it.
Nice.
That's fingers. Yuck.
Yeah, it is.
What was that noise?
She's farting. She's trying to talk to you.
Yeah, so anyways, I come in. I was sitting in that blind. I got in like 6:30.
She looks like she has a baby right now.
And I'm sitting there trying to fart around, trying to range stuff, get stuff set up. I ain't even got an arrow in the bow yet. I look over and I seen her 30 yards from where we're at now.
Oh, this is the beautiful
I'm like,
deer
oh, there's
ever.
a deer. Crap, I ain't even got an arrow in yet. Alright, whatever. So I settled down, ranged her when she got over to where, closer to some of my stuff I've ranged. She was hanging out at 38, 40 yards for the longest time. And she circled down to about 25, and I shot for 45, and I watched the arrow right over her back.
You ever find that arrow?
Yeah, it has room enough too. And I'm just sitting there
I
laughing to
grabbed the
myself.
arrow, Uncle Zach.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I look over and she's coming back and she's walking at 10, 15 yards. And I'm like, I better get serious and recock this bow. Put my last arrow in. And I just waited for her. As soon as her head went behind the corner of the blind, I pushed the bow up over the window and waited for her. As soon as I seen her in the sights, I let her grab it. And I watched her clear that edge right there. And then I couldn't see her no more.
I say we're only like maybe 80 yards from, not even 80 yards from
She
the
didn't even
loom
make
knock
it
I
100
see.
yards. So, and I'm telling you, them Grim
She
Reaper
should
broadhead,
not shot her, Dad. She's
they'll make
so
you lazy on tracking.
She should be with her baby.
I didn't track a single deer last year.
No.
They all died.
Well, when I kill deer, I make people lazy too, because every time
I'll
I've killed a deer,
What if a
they
coyote
drop. They
eats
don't.
her
If I
baby,
track a deer,
Daddy?
I don't find it.
Now the work begins.
And for you
So-
too.
Dad, what if the coyote
me?
eats her baby?
Drag it.
I think I'll hold the camera.
What?
No,
This
no.
is your show. You want to be in the in front
That's
of the
why I'm
camera, don't
filming. That's why I'm filming.
Camby guy. All right, Camby, we need to get you down to bed. I'll go get the tractor up here unless you want to drag it.
you? I don't care.
Okay.
At the at the cookout today.
Stones before I came here.
At the cookout today, I was drinking all Dad's six pack. He bought Coors Light. That's his fault.
I didn't know you guys were there at lunch. Oh no. I just stopped over at lunch because I know you guys were there.
Yeah, I got out of the woods at 9 o'clock this morning
Oh, okay.
because I was like, I'm getting out before I blow everything out because my wind was wrong.
Yeah. No, that's what you gotta do.
It sucked. I wanted to sit there till like 10:30, 9 or 11 o'clock.
For sure.
What, are you camera shy all of a sudden? You need to shave. You look too much like me.
You know, he's kind of right.
I'm the one with the beard. You're not allowed to have it. I've been growing it longer.
I'm not allowed to have one.
No. I've got seniority
He
on.
saw me a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, Lane's going to beard out now. I got
That must be it. That must be it.
You guys have better beard than me, though.
I've worked a long time just letting it go.
Go ahead, lay it on, bud.
I have it angled down.
Yeah, into your hat, which angles it back up.
Just stare right at his face the whole time. I think my headlamp's a little bit more charged than his.
He said that one was dying.
Oh. I just charged this one last week because I was trying to use it for something, and I was like, man, this is dead.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know what? I think I do actually have a headlamp in my car.
you're slipping. I don't think I could fix that with the way. He's gonna have to set her down and do it again.
You just go there and hold it up for him.
Good. What's in that one?
It's empty.
What's in this one? Another one?
Here? Oh,
Yeah.
hold that pocket.
I'm curious how much fat she got on her already.
Well, not a lot.
So as you can see so far, Andy made a good shot with his crossbow on a doe after he goofed and shot over her back and was lucky enough to get another shot. She didn't go very far. We had his daughter up there help us track it. There was no need to track that deer. We found her so easily. And then, me and my buddy Lane stood there and BS with my brother while he skinned her out, gutted her and stuff. Which he does a lot faster than I do and a lot cleaner than I do, but he does that for a living now too. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed hanging out with my niece that night and watching her get excited and stuff, and I'm sure Andy did also. And just hanging out with my brother and my buddy. So it was a good time. But now on to my videos. I did not get an interview for my first doe I killed this year, and my second doe this year I killed my so I forgot to put the SD card back in my camera. Didn't realize it. Went to hit the record button right before I was ready to shoot for the second doe. Said no SD. So alright, backup plan. I had the GoPro on thinking, alright, well, no big deal. The GoPro is going to catch it all. Go to check the footage. I had hit a button and messed with the settings on the GoPro, and it just took pictures. So there is no footage of my second deer, unfortunately. It turned out to be a pretty good hunt anyways. Hanging hunt set. Second time I used that set, and the deer came the opposite direction as the first one, which you'll see I'll put on here. And they came within 60, bounced out to 120, and then two of them came within 23 yards, and the one that was closest just ended up not making it very well. So I did hit her in the shoulder blade, and my broadhead got through, but that was about as much as it did, and her running cut herself up. And when I got up to her, I put another shot on her for insurance, but it was a good experience. My second deer with a compound. The video you're about to see is my first deer with a compound. So it was a really cool experience. I hope you enjoy. What's up, guys? Day 2 the Ohio season. It's September 25th. It's about, I don't know, I got down here at like 3 something. I got set up. Those hanging cameras on. Bag and stuff right there. I'm looking at this. Got shooting in there. Shooting here. And then on the other side of the tree, I got a shooting lane out to that field. So, it's windy with a west wind. It'd be great to be in the blind tonight, but I think I've given it too much attention and been blowed out by the deer too many times. So I'm letting it cool off. I think it's sitting there for a while. Yeah, I got blowed out last night. It couldn't have been my thermals. There's a creek behind me pulling them. But I don't know what it was with my scent control, but I took a shower with scent control soap today, used scent control deodorant, multiple cycles in the scent lock duffel bag with my clothes, sprayed off with scent lock, or scent killer, multiple times today, so we're gonna see what happens. For this specific setup, the wind's blowing not an ideal direction, not a horrible direction, because I'm hoping maybe a big buck in the field over there on the other side of that road by that barn. I'm hoping he comes into this field and I get a 30-yard shot. The wind blowing this way, he'd never know it's there. There's a creek right here running that way, so my thermals are covered. That's the biggest thing I gotta worry about right now is it is windy. It's 14, 15 miles an hour wind, and this is all the bigger my tree is. So I'm getting blowed around all over the place. I'm out here early today because my cell cam sent me a picture at 20 after 12, and there's a deer moving. It didn't catch it completely. It just caught the hind quarter of it. So it told me the deer was moving, so I hurried up, ate, shot a little bit, made sure I was on. I got my stuff ready. I got out here. I'll sit till dark, or until the weather moves in, because there's a storm coming from Toledo. So I'm expecting the deer to be out tonight, but you never can tell. Deercast says poor, so we're gonna try and prove it wrong tonight. My brother and cousin got it done yesterday. Andy shot a doe. Joe shot a buck. I'm just trying to get, the icebreaker on the ground. First deer with a bow, or compound bow, so we'll see what happens. Check it out later.
What's up, guys? Update, it's starting to rain, so I'm trying to hurry. I got an arrow through a doe. Trying to get to the blood trail before it rains out. Keep you posted. There she is. She didn't get far. It's September 25th. There's a storm rolling in now. I hung a set at 11 o'clock this afternoon, try and beat some wind problems I've been having. 3 does walked out, and my shitty shot streak continues. I smoked her right in the brisket and cut her artery. She didn't go more than, I don't even know how far we are, but she left a red carpet for us. I'll smack him. But I want to say thanks to Lisa and Russ for letting me hunt the property. Tim and my dad helped me track her and drag her. And I want to say thanks to God. I wouldn't be able to do this. I wasn't even supposed to be able to walk at this age. So we're going to get out of the rain here and get her taken care of. And I'm done dragging her. I'm driving my truck to it. So here we go. Hot start to Grindstone Adventures year 2022.
So a little recap of this episode was, like I said, it was a hot start. My brother, he killed first day. Second day I killed. 4 days later, I did not get video of it. I killed again. And a few weeks later, my girlfriend killed her buck. I have video of that, but I'm not sure if she's wanting me to share that or not, or if the camera quality is good enough to share. Yeah, this was basically, first 2 days of the season is all that this episode is. My brother, us obviously not being there to film it, but us there helping track it and help track it. It didn't need tracked at all. We knew where it went. It left a carpet as well as mine did. Stood there BSing with my buddy as my brother skinned her out, gutted her. And then my hunt that I got, my second doe, I had some camera malfunctions, did not get that on film at all. That's not 100% accurate. I did not get the front angle of the deer at all. My video facing me for my reaction, I got that, but there's no point to put that out there. But that was it's been a pretty awesome start to this season. As I'm sharing this right now, it is now December and most of the season is over, and I got my buck tag filled in Ohio. but it's been a very good season, and it was a great start to the season, and that's why I chose to call this episode Hot Start. Between me and my brother, my girlfriend, and a few weeks after my girlfriend, team members Zach, Blake, and Steven Fondrest also got some does on the ground, break their ice. So it was a very good hot start for us as a team. It was a very memorable season so far, and I can't wait to see what happens in the last month and a half. So, with that, I appreciate everybody watching. Like, subscribe, share us, drop comments. If you're interested in the future, please get a hold of me. I am working on a website at the moment, but these are the new hats. They're trucker snapbacks, Richardson trucker style, and they are freaking awesome. They are $25 a piece. That should cover your shipping as well, depending on where you're at now. If you're in a different country or you're in California or something, then it might be a little bit more, but that's something to cross whenever that time would come. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you for the continued support. I know it's not the best show in the world, but I put a lot of effort into it. My buddies put a lot of effort into it. So they take time out of their day and take an easy hunt and make it difficult by trying to get content for me to put together, put out here for you guys. So I appreciate what they do. I appreciate all the fans and the support and family and loved ones behind this. Like I always say, go live your life, do something you love, no matter what it is, big or small. Do something every day towards your goals. No 0 days. This is what Grindstone Adventure is all about. So, hope you enjoyed.